Hey, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Jada King Hefner, the beautiful Secretary Tsunade Star, and the beautiful Cali Sun Still Sleep. And we coming back at you guys with another episode of the Dog King Power Hour. And the title of today's show is Customizing Your Girl. Customizing Your Girl. What do I mean by that? We'll get to that right about now. Hey, what up, guys? It's your boy, Jada King Hefner here. As you can see, I got the beautiful Secretary Tsunade right by my side, and your girl, Cali Sun, still laid out asleep for a second. Hold on, guys. Forgot I still had my ear mic in to go to my phone. I had to take that out. But yeah, man, great to see you guys this morning. So that's the first thing I want to say is good morning to y'all. As always, I'm happy to be here. The girls are happy to be here. Just another blessed day to be alive. Man, it just feels good to be here doing what I love to do, which is come to you guys. So, hey, JTY Music then checked in, saying good morning. I see I got a few negative comments in here, but we ain't going to focus on the negative early in the morning. I see Sal. Sal, you call people that own dogs idolaters. See, hey, God bless you. I definitely ain't with that. I'm not an idolater, my friend. I'm definitely not an idolater. I see Otto infanticide. Yeah, he talking some crazy stuff this morning, man. Dogs are way more than for making love to. They have a lot of more purposes than making love to, because Otto, whatever how you say his name, he basically says, and I don't mean that as any disrespect, but man, I don't even know what you're trying to say, but he's saying something about the dogs are only for sex, and no, dogs are not only for sex. They are for your mind and your spirit if you're open to using them like that. So with all this said, you can see your girl Cali still laid out. And the reason being, I've been working her to death. And it seems like every Dog King Power Hour, she's taking a nap. So I'm thinking I'm going to designate this as her rest day. But it doesn't feel right leaving her out of the scene. But today's subject, if you're just tuning in and you don't know, is customizing your girl. Now, I got the subject for this show from a viewer looking at my comments the other day. He was asking me about what the most important customization options to your girl are. And he was asking me where he should get his doll and things of that nature, what I thought was the most important. So I'll address some of those issues personally here. And it was some other viewer comments that I would like to discuss as well. And if we have time, I might discuss another doll brand of interest. Another doll brand of interest. Now, the beautiful Cali is resting, like I said, because we went on an adventure. And man, if you've been following my channel, you know my battery was down for a while, so we couldn't get out. And it's been deathly cold for Memphis for this time of year. It's been cold as I don't know what. So that would have been, let me slow down. So that has prevented us from getting out as well. So when I saw that it was an opening the other day and it was warm outside, I'm like, yeah, man, me and Cali got to get out today. So just letting you guys know, it's been extenuating circumstances, or we would have been out even more. And we're going to be looking to get out even more as the weather breaks, because here's the deal. When it get too hot, you know we damn well can't get out. So I have to pick and choose which days we get out and get active. But rest assured, I definitely want to get active, and I love getting active, and I love engaging with the public. And that's something else I'm gonna talk about today. But I also don't go out just for show, as you guys know. So as you saw in the video, when I went to Subway, it wasn't that I just wanted to go to Subway, because there's been people in there that have been asking me to come up there for the longest. But I still didn't go because I wasn't either in the mood for Subway, or that's what it was. I hadn't been in the mood for like some months now. But I just had a calling on me, and I thought about those people. So we went. And I said that all to say, when you watch my channel, it's not stunts. It's me living my life. I've said that a million times, but I want to reiterate that. So if you just tuning in, I want to give a few other people the chance to come. I see we got 3 viewers. So guess what? We ain't finna start this party, because if anybody else wants to catch up, they can always join in a little later, or either they can catch this video whenever they want to check it out on my YouTube channel. So with all that said, man, the subject of this show is my guy, Darth Blint. Darth Blint. One of the first questions, or no, one of the last questions he asked me that I'm going to address first is, he asked me, where did I get my girl, Saima, my WM dog, Saima Renee Uzumaki. So he asked me where I got Saima Renee Uzumaki, and the answer to that is, most of you already know, Sexy Real Sex Dolls. Sexy Real Sex Dolls. Back when I first decided to get in this dog game, man, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little cold in here. The heat on, but I'm a little cold in here. But back when I decided to get into this dog game, I did a lot of research. Look at Ray. Yeah, man, I didn't see you, my guy, check in. Hold on. Let me stop the show. Ray Alvera, what up, my guy? Good to see you. I always got to take a break and say what's up to him, man, because this guy always speaking me up on Twitter, and hey, he a great viewer. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate my guy Matt G for checking in. He donated one of these live streams, and I appreciate you. I appreciate anybody that does that. But with all that said, I broke up the show, so I'll re-explain it again. I'm talking about some viewer comments, and this show is revolving around customizing your girl. So I'll get back to it. The viewer Darth Blint asked me where I bought my girl Saima Renee Uzumaki, and I said Sexy Real Sex Dolls. Back when I first became a dog owner, I was doing a lot of research on, man, what's the best vendors to get my dog from? And I saw a lot of great vendors you can get your dog from. The reason I chose Sexy Real Sex Dolls, for one, I decided, okay, I think I'm going to get a WM dog. And they dealt in WM dogs. They deal in a lot of dogs. They don't deal in every brand, but they deal in a lot of brands. And WM was one of them. And I did get advice not to go directly through these Chinese companies. You know, nothing against China at all. I don't know personally, but I've been told, and I've read, and I've seen videos that say, hey, man, don't deal with them directly. I believe that I will be able to deal with them directly, because I've tried to build a few relationships here and there. But I do believe for the general public, it's safer to go through a vendor. So out of all the vendors I was looking at, I found WM Dolls on a lot of other vendor sites. But what really sold me on Sexy Real Sex Dolls was the customization options. They have some of the best and most available customizations for all of their dolls. And it's funny, they can get things that you can't get on other websites. That's what drew me to them. Now, they warned that Sexy Real Sex Dolls is more on the higher side as far as pricing. But after I did my research, it wasn't much higher than the other sites I was looking at. And when I saw the customization options, I'm like, well, yeah, I think I'm going to stick with them. So just to answer that in the long form, he asked me where I got my dog. I got it from Sexy Real Sex Dolls, and that's exactly why. Because I found that I can do more to her custom-wise than I could on other sites. And so since he's worried about customizations, I recommended them. Once again, not because I have a link on my YouTube. That's not why I recommended it. I would recommend you going anywhere that's the best for you. But if you're looking for customizations and Sexy Real Sex Dolls has a doll that you like or a brand that you like, I would definitely recommend you looking into them very seriously. And if you do, you may as well click on my link that's available on my YouTube channel. But it's a lot of other great brands, a lot of other great vendors out there for you to look at. But he asked me where I got mine, and that's where I got mine. Now, let me make sure there are no questions or anything before I proceed. All right, I don't see anything constructive, so I keep going. So he asked me, Darth Blint, what's the most important customization on your girl? He asked me what was the most important. Was it the feet, the hands, the color of the different private parts and things of that nature? So I tell you what, before I proceed, let's just pop up a window. And I want to show you guys this particular window. Only because it's going to have some inappropriate things on it, and so I don't want that to actually show. But I'm gonna pull up the window, and I'm sort of going to break it down option by option. But the truth is, I'm going to tell you something that's going to supersede all of that to begin with. All of this really boils down to, what do you want? What do you want? Now, I'm going to give you my opinion on everything, but it boils down to, what type of girl do you like? What type of eyes do you like? What type of hair do you like? What type of skin tone do you like? You know, what is your budget like? You know, I would like you not to consider your budget as much. You know, I would like you to consider what you are looking for. But it is one thing to consider. So this site is still loading. Let me see if it's still loading. Okay. I'm gonna continue. Okay, it's slow to pull up. It's slow to pull up on my computer like the other one is. So I just put it up on my phone right quick and let you guys hear my opinion on the matter. Give me 2 seconds here. And we're gonna get to the real deal. Ain't that right, Saima? Saima, I mean Tsunade. Secretary Tsunade. That's what I love about my girls. They ain't gonna never get mad at me, baby. They ain't gonna never get mad at me. All right, y'all. I'm pulling it up now. Doll by brand. When I go to Sex Real Sex Doll site, I like to go to dolls by brand. I don't like them to just give me or show me any random dolls. So if you do go to Sex Real Sex Doll site, go to doll by brand. And I'm going to go to WM Dolls. And I'm just going to click on the doll because I just want to get to the options. That's all I want to get to. Okay. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Now, when you go to Sex Real Sex Doll site, what I like about them is they just got more options than normal. I'll just say that. They seem to have more options than normal. Now, for depending on the brand, the options can be different depending on the brand. But let's just go down the list. He asked me what I think is the most important. I'm gonna be honest. All of it's the most important. All of it's the most important to me, because you got to put thought into every single aspect of your woman. So they ask you what type of head you want. You're gonna have to go through all the heads, find the best for you. They ask you, do you want the sensual mouth with uvula? Some heads are compatible with that, some are not. You have to make that decision on what you like. The hair, once again, what do you like? I'm gonna give you my opinion on the hair. It's cool to have long hair like Tsunade, Secretary Tsunade, but it is hard to deal with. You gotta have a long wig in the arsenal. It's mandatory. So you're gonna have to deal with at least one of them, in my opinion. But you can't go wrong with a short wig. I've left Callie in her short wig for over a month now because it's just easy to deal with. And I ain't gonna lie, she just looks sexy in it. But if you don't like short hair, that ain't gonna be your thing. Then it goes to the vagina. Do you want it fixed or do you want the removable vagina? As I've talked about way too many times. And once again, what do you want to do? My suggestion, go fixed. That's just my suggestion. I have another viewer. He's vehemently against fixed because he's like, man, I don't want to do the work as far as cleaning. So you have to determine that yourself. But as I keep going, I'm going to go through all of these options right quick. But as I keep going, man, I'm just letting you know, it's a lot of options on Sexy Real Sex Dolls. It's a lot of options. Now they ask you, do you want the implanted hair for the doll head? You can go yes or no. Me personally, I like the option of constantly changing the wig. So I don't think I'm going to go with implanted hair in any of my dolls that I get in the near future. I ain't saying I won't ever do that, but in the near future. Because I've heard some people say over time that implanted hair can be a bit troublesome. I say that. Let me check the comments right quick before I keep going. I stopped the implanted hair. Ray Alvera, let me put that up. Ray, my guy Ray. What Ray say, man? Bro, I appreciate all the information. I'm going to be an expert on the dog game from watching your channel. That way, when I get my girl, I know all the ins and outs. Man, that's exactly what I want, Ray. That's exactly what I want, because I want everybody that comes after me to be able to come in with a wealth of knowledge, a lot more than I did, and then by me being here as a resource for you guys, that's going to help you out tremendously. Because when I was getting a dog, I needed me, and I didn't have me. I just had salesmen hiding behind their dogs, hiding in the shadows, scared. And like you said, a few people that were out wasn't telling me things that I really wanted to hear. So that statement is exactly why I exist. It's exactly why I exist. Ray says, I'm already itching to get one, but I'm going to hold back. Go with your first. Go with your heart. Go with your first mind. Go with your first inclination. In the dog game, it does not pay off to rush. If you've been thinking about it forever, okay. It's been on your mind forever. Okay, you can move towards buying. But I've always said, you need to think about it, get sick of thinking about it. And when you get sick of thinking about it, then you can get close to buying. But you want to push yourself to the edge. Now, once you know you want a dog, hey, go ahead and start putting things in motion. But don't rush yourself. You want to get the right girl. You want it to be the right time for you. Because watching me, you can get real hyped up. You can see me with all my girls, and you can probably rush out here and go get a girl before you're ready. No, you can, like Ray said, you can keep gathering information, soaking up information, being patient. It's not like the technology is getting any worse. The girl's only getting better with time. Ray Alavera, buy a fleshlight and a Barbie doll. You'll be happier. I hate I even said your statement out of my mouth, my friend, but Ray, don't listen to that. That's for sure. Stay away from any type of fleshlights or any type of manual sex toys like that. They're not going to fulfill a grown man. And if they do, God bless you. Whatever fulfillment that you find, that's good for you. But I'm letting you know, these little toys that they make for men, they're not going to satisfy you in the department that I'm talking about satisfying you. Because these girls, contrary to what some people think, I just say it for the millionth time, they are not just toys for sexual pleasure. They can heal your mind, your body, and your spirit. And then you can make love to them if you want to. But these are just not for that purpose. They are for a lot more than what you think they are. So the last thing I said was the implanted hair, and I vote against that. Just letting you know, Darth Blint. So I'm going through all the options for you. Now, as far as length, it asks you for your length of hair. I already went over that. It says something about a lubricant-free vagina. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Some of these vaginas are made with lubricant inside them already, or that they self-lubricating supposedly. And from everything I read, they say avoid the self-lubricating vaginas. They say it's not worth the little extra money you're going to spend for it. They say by the time, if you do plan on having sex with your dog, they say it's going to dry out so quick, you might as well just use your regular lubrication. So I wouldn't get that. And I didn't get that. Breast type. This is going to depend once again on you. You can go hollow breast. You can go, let me see what this one is, because I got to make sure. Okay, I want to make sure they had that option. You can go hollow breast, solid breast, or you can go gel breast. Now, my Kimber Doll girls are solid breast. Now, they are supposedly the least realistic because they are very dense. But let me tell you, when I first got my Kimber Dolls, it felt like their breast was a little stiff. Man, I can't show y'all on camera because they'll probably try to hit me up with a strike, man. But look, I barely just tapped Callie's breast last night, and both of them jokers was jiggling. They was jiggling. I was like, man, that's why I say these Kimber Doll girls get better over time. I don't give a damn what nobody say. But to stick to the subject, they got solid breast. So honestly, I'm higher up on solid breast than I thought I would be. But they say the next best thing, of course, from solid breast are the hollow breasts. They say the hollow breasts feel good. Of course, they just have air inside of them. They have air inside of them. Now, I've heard they make a little bit of a sound. I don't know this for sure. That takes away from the realism. Now, I've heard one make the sound on a video. I'm not sure if every one of them would do that. But it's not like a loud booming sound. It's just a little air sound, I've heard. So that'll be the only unrealistic thing. But from all the reviews I've seen, because I don't have a hollow breast, people say they feel great. Now, the next step up from that is the gel breast. And I chose the gel breast when I got my WM doll from them for Saima Renee Uzumaki. And when I did the jiggle test compared to the solid breast, it was a little better. But like I say, these Kimber Doll breasts be holding up pretty good to the competition, but they feel real. They just about feel real, the gel breast. So me personally, I would go gel breast, but it's recommended that if you get a doll with a gigantic breast size, if you're talking about getting some very gigantic breasts, they say you may not want to get the gel option because it's been known for those gel breasts to burst upon delivery. It's something about the pressurized situation that they are in. I'm not sure what's going on, but I know for sure, I'm not sure with other companies, but with WM, I've heard, and I actually talked to the vendor, and the vendor said it was a known problem. That was a year ago, that the larger size gel breast can burst. So if I was going to get a quadruple D in breast size, I'd go hollow breast myself. Let me check the comments right quick. So let me see why I stopped it, y'all. I stopped at breast. Yep. So overall, I'd go gel breast. But if I got a girl with big breasts, I'd go hollow. So I stop right there, and I'll go back to realistic body paint once I get back. But I'm finna check out these comments, see what's going on. George, he says, wait a minute, what he says? I'm gonna show it because George Ide says, when you get another doll, you said one of your videos in the future. Yeah, I do plan on getting another doll in the future. I mean, I don't know exactly what you're asking, but just to say, I do plan on getting another doll. I mean, several more dolls, not another doll. You know, I don't know how or when, but I'm getting a lot more dolls in my future. A lot more. Ren says, what up, Ron? What up, Ren? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, Ray, Otto is tripping. Let me see what my boy Kevin says. Hollow just seems like it would feel like a volleyball. Yeah, you know what though? I seen some reviews on it. It looked good. And me personally, when I first got Saima, I was thinking like, should I have got Hollow? Because like I said, you ain't got to worry about them bursting or anything. And another thing, Kevin, it ain't like it's just all the way hollow. It's just like, you know, most of it is going to be actually TPE or silicone, but it's just a hollow space inside. So it's not just hollow, very hollow, like what you might be thinking about. Red X says, oh, let me see what Red say, man. He got his Kimber girl. Red says, my Kimber is awesome. That weight ain't no joke. Damn. I'm not sure who brings me who's back. I don't know exactly what you meant by that last part, Ren. I'm assuming you saying that, hey, your back hurting or something. But I know one thing. You dealing with a light doll. Think about that. Kimber doll, 70 pounds. That's a light doll, man, in the doll world. You know, though, it ain't the lightest doll because it's not a mini doll. Like, you know, but it's a light doll. And Saima Renee Uzumaki is 98 pounds, bro. Just think about that. Just think about that for a second. 98 pounds of dead, weirdly distributed weight on my back. And I've been dealing with her because I'm going to talk about her in another video, but something happened with Saima recently where she had a little butt damage. Not bad, not bad. It, you know, it was something I had to address, but I talk about what I did and what I'm still doing to get her all the way back to 100%. I think she about 98% well right now. So I'm still working on her. Yesterday, I got Asana Moon now glammed up and beautiful. So she going to be making an appearance very soon. And Callie, I thought I was going to have to give her a Oxy 10 treatment yesterday, but when I got her naked, I found out that, hey, she was okay. She'll make it to her next bath. So I powdered her up good, got her laying down. So that's what's going on with the family. Yeah, bro, cool. Well, Ren say, Ray say, right. You thinking the right thing. Get a companion doll. Don't get no fleshlight, bro. Ren says, I almost got an 89-pound doll. Thank you for talking to me. Oh, my God. Ren, like I say, if you think the Kimber doll a little heavy, had you got that 89-pound doll, my friend, and here's the deal. Look, guys, it's some big booty, fine, heavy dolls out there. I'm not saying don't get it if you really, really want it. What I'm telling you is you better be aware that this girl gonna be so damn heavy, man. Look, I'm 6 feet tall, normally about 155 to 162 pounds. That's my weight range. When I picked up Saima, she felt like she was 150 pounds. I don't give a damn about what they said. I don't give a damn about what they said. She feel like 150 pounds to me, damn near my whole weight. And so every time, you know, it's easy to pick her up now, but damn, When I found that out, I was like, man, I got to tell the people this, man. Hey, look, don't be enticed by the booty unless you're ready to do the duty. Lord, have mercy. You got to be able to put the work in, man, to pick up these bigger girls. And if you big enough, strong enough, be my guest. But let me tell you, it ain't nothing wrong with a petite treat if you don't want to hurt your feet. And I'm letting you know that right now. But hey, y'all, give me 5 seconds. I'll be right back. Give me 5 seconds. I got to step over here to the side. All right, guys, back again. Now let me see what's happening right quick before I get back to the subject at hand. Once again, anybody just tuning in, the subject of the show is customizing your girl. And one of the things I've been talking about is, hey, a viewer named Darth Blank asked me, what's the most important customization? Like I told everybody earlier, it's up to you. What are you looking for in your girl? It's up to you. What do you like in your girl? It's up to you. But I am giving my opinions on customizations. And I went to the site that I bought my WM doll from, Sexy Real Sex Dolls, which has some of the best customizations that you can find. And I started going through each customization saying what I like. I am giving you my opinion, but always remember, don't go exactly by what I say. You have to go by what you're feeling. So before I get back to that, let me know if y'all have any more comments. I see Tony the Tiger, what up, my friend? See you just checking in. Tony the Tiger said he got a WM 166 centimeter that he's really into right now. Glad to hear that, my friend. Said she's 72 pounds. So, hey. He said she's 72 pounds. So, hey, that's a good weight for her. He said he got articulating fingers. Take it over the edge. I've seen WM's new articulating fingers. They aren't bad. What up, mister? Great to see you, brother. I don't know why your I can't get your comment to pop up, Tony. Let me go back up here because I wanted people to see that. And if it is popping up, it's not showing me it is popping up. Let me see now. No, it just ain't popping up. So either way. But Mr. says, good afternoon, Mr. Hefner. Just wanted to say hi and compliment you on the quality of the stream. Good to see you, mister. Good to see you. Rand says, I was lifting 66 pounds at work and was weary. My Kimber doll, Alessandra, wouldn't have enough ass for me. It's real all right. It's as cool as the Pink Palace. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, Kimber dolls have pretty nice butts, in my opinion. They have pretty nice butts, in my opinion. Austin Theater, Jay, happy Wednesday from me, Ruby, and Yuki, and the Yuki family. And the Yuki sisters. Yeah, hey, happy Wednesday to you, my friend. Then I got Mad Tiberius. What he say? What Mad Tiberius says? I like the booty. Is she round? On Kimber dolls, yeah, it's nice. They nice. Tony the Tiger says the dolls have come very far in a very short time. You're right. Okay. And he says all the little things bring out the realism. I agree with all that. So we got a long way to go and a short time to get there. So with all that said, I'm going to proceed, baby. Now, the next thing I'm on is realistic body painting. Realistic body painting. This is where I sort of I didn't choose realistic body paint. I just say that. To me, it's to each your own. I've heard mixed reviews on it. If I had to go back, I probably would do it because I see how I'm not rough on my girls. And something like that body paint on my girls would probably last a long, long time. Now, if you're having a lot of sex with your girls, I'm not sure how long it'll last because I've heard some people say, man, the body paint don't last that long. I pretty much could have went without it. But it's nothing like that realism of body paint. It is extra. Let me see how much this one is. It's only $150 for this particular WM doll. So I say to each his own. I heard it doesn't last very, very long, but it would add to the realism. If I had to go back and do it, I'd get the body paint. I get it. As far as the eyes, they're only talking about the eye color. You have to go with the eye color that turns you on, you know. And if you're not going to get any extra eyes, that choice better be a good one. Because eyes are super important on your dog. They really bring her to life, man. And that's one of the things that had me sort of going crazy. And honestly, with all my girls, I always got an extra set of eyes because I'm like, you know what? If one don't work, I got to find one that does. Fingernail colors. Look, I ended up getting French manicured on Saima. If I had to go back and do it again, I'd have got some color to it. Let me tell you something. Don't go easy on these doll manufacturers. When you do some of the stuff that I did, you really make it easy on them. I didn't get no fingernail color. I didn't get no body color. And I keep on going to let y'all know what other stuff I didn't get. But look, go on, do your girl up. Make her look good. Don't take it easy on them. Now, I know if you like a plain woman, you got to get what you like. But guess what? Get you some fingernail polish on them. Get you some nice lipstick on them. So they asked about the shoulder joint. They say, do you want the shrugging shoulders or do you want the regular shoulders? If I were you guys, I would always go with the shrugging shoulders. I rarely use that option on Saima, but every time I make her shoulder shrug, which is very rarely, I'm like, you know what? I'm glad I got that option. It's one of them things like I don't have sex with my girls yet, but I still wish Saima had that fixed vagina just in case I was wanting to have sex with her. You know, it ain't about what I'm doing. It's about me having an option. Down to the toenail colors. Once again, don't take it easy on them by going nude. Put some color on your girl. This is one of the, now he asked me about the most important, and I said all of it's just as important. I'm going to revise that statement and just elevate this up just a little bit. I've mentioned this before. They asked, what nipple color do you want? I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I chose natural nipple color. That's virtually no color. Man, put some color on those nipples. Go pink. They got tan. And they got brown. And whenever I get ready to give Saima her bath and I look at her nipples, and then the next thing they're asking about is the vagina color. We'll get to that in a second. But whenever I look at her vagina color or her nipple color, I always get a little depressed. Like, man, what was I thinking? Because that brings her whole body to life even more. And excuse me, as fine as Saima is, man, I wish I had got the color on her vagina and her nipples, man. Let me go to these comments just for a second before I go to vagina. Hold on, y'all. Austin Steele. Hey, look what it is. Okay. He talking to somebody else. Ray Oliveira said he want a petite treat. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with a petite treat. Matt Tiberius says he likes that the girls are quiet, no talking. Hey, I'm with you on that, brother. I keep telling people that's one of these most one of their best qualities is they don't talk, man. And I ain't trying to, I ain't trying to down women in that regard. It's just one of their best qualities is that they don't run their damn mouth. I was trying to show that comment, but don't look like. Okay, there you go. Tony asked me, did I just order a new doll? No, I haven't. Austin says, I don't know how petite you're thinking, but I really enjoy my SE 151 centimeter. That's a perfect size doll. She stands about 4'10", which is a cute size. Yeah, I like 151 centimeter. That's great. Tony says, what Tony says? Your video title is all in the name. Hit the bullseye, my friend. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, man. I promise you, man, that the name will bring your girl alive, man. In another way, it's several things that bring your girl alive, but, man, you got to get that name, man. You got to get that name. Midtown. What up, Midtown? Sorry, bro. I gave you my second email. Oh, he talking to somebody else. Tony said, if you're going to get the doll, deck her out. So let me get back to the subject and I'll come back to the comments in a little while. So the next object is the vagina color. Y'all just heard me saying, I messed up. Give your doll some life by putting some color on her private parts. You'll thank me later, believe me. So just to let you know, Darth Blink, that's one of the things you definitely better pay attention to, putting some color on your girl's private areas. Removable tongue. Believe it or not, I've never shown you guys this, but I bought Saima a tongue. Her and Asuna can use this tongue. I've never used it. It's still in the package. So they actually do have a tongue. And I think, how much was it? Let me see. It was $50. And I did get that option. The hanging hook. For me, that was a waste of money, the hanging hook, because I bought like 4 hanging hooks off of eBay. Now, that's one thing you can get off eBay safely. I bought like 4 hanging hooks off eBay, and when I got them, they were the exact thing that I had got from Sexy Real Sex Dolls. And there's no shot at Sexy Real Sex Doll. All of these vendors do the same thing. I've checked all these sites. All of them sell these hooks for like $75. They the same hook you can get for $20 or less on eBay. So you'll do better getting you a doll hook off of eBay or something like that than trying to buy it off of the site. That's just my opinion. Now, if you don't want to think about it, go ahead and get your hook off the vendor site. If you don't even want to think about going to eBay, that's what I did. But once I started buying hooks for $20, and I was like, I bought one for $75. Yeah, I wasn't mad at myself, but I was like, man, I wish I had known that beforehand. So I'm telling y'all beforehand. This thing, I don't know what it's saying. Buy an extra head for $300, but don't ever buy an extra head on Sexy Real Sex Dolls if you're getting a WM doll, because 95% of the time they're running some type of sale where they're going to give you an extra head with your WM doll. Then it comes to standing feet. I got a foot fetish, as I've said before. And I don't really like the bolts in the bottom of my girl's feet. Now, as this show goes forward, I've identified a few companies that make dolls with standing feet options without the bolts showing. Now, that's amazing. There's only a couple of companies doing that right now. But for the most part, you have to get the bolts showing if you get the standing feet. And the truth is, most of my girls sit down 90% of the time. But I'm glad that they all do have the standing feet option, only because it seems like it's always like a moment or something, like even with Tsunade last night, where I have to sort of stand them up for a second to readjust them or put some, put some clothes on them or readjust their shirt. I have to stand them up for a second. Not very much, but every so often. And if they didn't have standing feet, I'd be very wary of standing them up. Because when your dog doesn't have standing feet, they say that you can't stand them up for very long without their foot giving way or damaging your dog. So I would recommend getting the standing feet, but aesthetically, it's not the best look. I love the feet without the studs. And I said one of these days, very soon, I'm gonna get a dog without those studs in the feet. And I think we come close to the end of all of the options. Packing and storing. They ask you, do you want it just in a box or do you want it in a carrying suitcase? If you got the money to order that $750 case that they sell normally, I think that's how much it runs. Let me see. No, yeah, about $700. You can get that. And sometimes I think about, I wish I had that case in case I take a flight. I could have the girls in one of those cases. But for the most part, you don't need it. Okay, that was all the options, but that was a lot of damn options on Real Sex Doll site. You don't have all of those options on every site. You don't have those options on every site. So once again, my final verdict is you got to know what you like when it comes to a woman. You can't go all by what I like. But in my opinion, looking over that list, the most important things are coloring. You need to put some color on your girl, whether it's fingernails, toenails. You need to get some coloring on her nipples and vagina, something that I still regret to this day. And that's the only thing about the Beautiful Kimber dolls. They don't really come with coloring in those areas. Also, you want to think about that standing foot option. Do you want to stand or not? I prefer, I think it's smarter to get that standing foot option. And the biggest pet peeve of mine, fixed or removable vagina. If you feel like you're not going to do much work as far as keeping your girl clean, you think it'll be easier for you, go ahead and get the removable. But for me, I never, ever, ever get a removable vagina on my girls again. It'll be fixed all day, every day. I'm going to proceed with the show. I got a few more things I want to talk about, but let me just hit these comments up one more time. Austin says he doesn't want to. Okay, let me see something. I've been having trouble with my button this morning. It ain't been wanting to click on my on the comments. I don't know what you guys are saying. I see after this stream over how it was popping up. But Austin says, I don't want to derail the topic too much, but what kind of makeup did you use to refresh Callie's lips? I've tried regular blush and it's fine, but Allison's lips don't really pop, if you get me. What I've used is, if you look on that video, I just ordered a makeup palette from Amazon. And the makeup palette, because I just used it last night, which is funny, on Ice and the Moon. But the makeup palette I bought is called Apple. And you don't have to get that one. You can just get any makeup palette that has a lot of reds in it or pinks, whatever color you want your girl's lips to be. And you can just use a Q-tip or a little cotton makeup applicator. And it's the powder form. Because if you got a TPE girl, it's recommended that you don't put regular lipstick on them. Now, it's some lipsticks that agree with TPE, but I wasn't trying to experiment with all of that. And I heard it's just less messy. And it was less messy, in my opinion, to use the powder form. So I just took a cotton tip. If you watched the video, because it's funny, I watched the video again last night myself because I had to do Austin's makeup. So I watched my video. But I just used the cotton tip applicator. Got that pink powder out because that's what I did with Austin's lips last night. And I put the powder on her lips evenly. And after that, what I did to sort of seal it is put that What is it? It's slipping my mind right now. What's that dang? Oh, lip gloss. Man, I couldn't even think of the name of it. After I put the lips, I put the powder on her lips. I put the lip gloss on top, and it seems like the lip gloss sort of seals the lipstick in, the lipstick coloring in. And I actually need to do an update and talk about Callie, because to this day, her lips still look amazing. I haven't did any type of touching up on her lips, and they still look amazing. I actually was kissing her a little bit the other day, trying to see if any of it was gonna start wearing out. But man, they holding up excellent. So get you a palette of red powders, makeup powders. You can order you one off Amazon. Get you a cotton applicator. You know, put it on evenly, and go to the store. Get you some clear lip gloss. That's what I did. I got some clear lip gloss. And it seemed like once I put that on, it sealed it all in. He said he don't like the way Tsunade looking at him right now, man. Tsunade, hey, look, man. Tsunade, hey, look. Hey, she putting that death look on you, bro. Tony Mike said, standing adds another level of realism. You're right, Tony. It does. I rarely stand my girls, though. I be having trouble with it, man. It's almost frustrating sometimes because, man, I be seeing all these doll owners. They had a doll standing up, and I know sometimes they had them propped up against stuff. But, man, sometimes I be like, how these dudes standing these, and they have heavier dolls than me. How are they standing these dolls up so easily? Man, it take me forever to just try to get them standing up on their arm. So most of the time, I just sort of try to prop them. But like I say, for the way I use my dolls, I don't really need standing feet, but it's certain times where I just think every doll owner gonna need to stand their doll up. Also said, in regards to the standing feet, it's odd to have the both shown, but if you keep some socks on your doll, then you never even see them. Appearance versus convenience. Hey, that's the thing. Like, I just tell you, Austin, the boats don't bother me as much as a removable vagina does. But I will say this, it's the same thing. It's the same thing that bothers me. It doesn't matter if I really cover them up. It's the fact that I know that it's there. Like I say, with the feet part, even though I have a foot fetish, it doesn't bother me as much. It doesn't bother me as much because I've always had in the back of my mind, like, I'm going to get a doll with outstanding feet, or either I'm going to get a doll with the standing feet that have the studs covered up. So I always like knowing in the back of my mind, I'm going to get that particular doll. But as far as the anatomy, as far as the vagina is concerned, it's like, yeah, I'm not having sex with my girls now. But if I ever was to want to do that, just the whole aesthetics of seeing that removable vagina, it just throws it off for me. Like Saima, she's so fine, and I promise you, laying next to her, I'll talk about it in another video even more, but she gets me supercharged. So I was like, man, it wouldn't prevent me from experimenting with her one day if I ever decided to make love to her. But I can already tell you, I wouldn't do it with her as much as another dog that got a fixed vagina, because I want the realism. And like you say, just knowing it's there bothers me. Okay. So I did let you guys know that all the girls doing fine. Callie doing good. Austin doing good. Saima doing good. Saima undergoing a treatment. Just to let everybody know, if you're just tuning in, she's undergoing a butt treatment. Nothing from sex. It was something to do with how I had her sitting, and I'll talk about that in another video. But everybody is recovering well from the treatments I've been giving them. So let me address a few more questions from viewers before I move along. I had a viewer that says, Feral Feline, he says, Memphis looks so cool because of the people. But that's all he really said. He said, Memphis looks so cool because of the people. He said, it looked like it'd be cool to live in Memphis. And my whole answer to that, or rebuttal to that, is Don't get fooled by what you see in these videos, my friend. Memphis, once again, I don't like talking anything negative, but Memphis is a very violent city. And a lot of times what you don't see on these videos is the looks people are giving me, or you don't even see what's or hear all the time what's being said. The reason that some of these people or most of these people seem so nice to you in these videos is because of the energy that I'm giving off. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if I was acting like I was offended by some things, or if I act like I was taken aback by some of the things that people do and how they react to me, then the people that you see in the video would have different reactions. That's why I say, man, with the dog game and going outside, it takes a certain temperament. If you know you're going to be getting upset easily, then stay in for right now. Work on getting yourself better temperamental wise, because it's a million opportunities for me to react in a negative way when I'm outside of the house. But that's not my frame of mind. I believe good things are coming to me out there. I stay encouraged. I stay happy. I put my walls up, like I've said before, at the beginning of the day, and make my mind up to be a happy person. It's not because life is perfect. It's because I decide to be happy. So when I go out here and meet these people, you know, I want to be hopeful to them and nice to them and, you know, spread goodwill to them so they can have a good day. And a byproduct of that is you see them being nice. But all due respect to my beautiful ladies on Subway, they had begged me to come back there. They had not begged me, but they had asked me several times, bring your girl, bring your girl. So what y'all didn't see on camera was when I first came in there, I had the camera angle bad to begin with. But when I first came in there, I said, hey, y'all been wanting me to come back. Well, the main person that asked me to come back was rolling her eyes at me. Like, what are you doing? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be fooled by everything you see. And the other part that I want to answer to that, even though he said something very short, I want to say this. It's not about where I am. It's about where you are. A lot of times as human, we always want to look out the window and say, man, if I lived over there, my life would be better. If I went over there, my life would be better. And in some instances, you do have to leave and move for your life to take another step. But a lot of the times, it's not where we are. It's our mindset. So you can get the reaction I did from that video right where you are in your own hometown. But you have to give the right positive energy off, despite the negative energy that people may be giving you. So, and once again, like I say, Memphis, one of my top 2 favorite rappers that raps right now was Drake, and my is Drake and Young Dolph. And Young Dolph, a native of Memphis, you know, he just got slain down in his own city. So, like I said, I don't want to talk bad about my city, but it's a dangerous one. I'm not gonna tell anybody to run here and move here right on the double. I say, hey, consider all of your options before you come here, but please come and visit. You're welcome to come visit. I don't know about staying though. So another thing I want to address is a guy, a viewer named Michael Foraker. He says, I want a harem so bad. And he says, he goes on to say that he can't afford one and he doesn't have the space right now. Whenever somebody says that, I always laugh to myself because I was like, man, I don't really even think of myself as having a harem. I know that technically when you got 4 girls living with you, then people's like, well, no, that's a harem, bro. But man, it's funny. I don't even think of it like that. I just think of them as my family, you know, and it's just the beginning for me. It literally is. And like I said, I know a lot of you saying, hey, bro, you ain't even working right now. I'm working right. Yes, I am. When I'm talking to you guys right now, I consider this working as of today. I don't know what tomorrow gonna bring, but yeah, I don't have a conventional job today. So some of you probably like, man, what's gonna happen? God gonna happen. And I ain't trying to throw once again, my faith on you, but that's just what I believe. Look, he gonna make it happen. I'm gonna get more girls and more girls and more girls. And if I have to get more space, then I get more space. But I'm thinking like maybe once I get to like 20, maybe I'll start thinking of it as a harem. Or maybe I don't think of it as a harem yet because I haven't made love to any of them yet. But it just feels like my girls. I don't know. But what I want to tell Micah more importantly is this. Don't say what you can't have. Don't talk about your space and don't talk about your finances. If you want several girls, just speak it into existence. Keep talking about what you are going to have. Say, hey, guess what? One day I am going to have a harem. Don't say, I wish I could have one. Yeah, you can have a harem if that's what you call this. You can have 3 girls, 4 girls. It may not be today and it may not be tomorrow, but just keep speaking and being positive. You can do all things. Now, the only thing that could prevent you is if one of my brothers out there, you're in one of these countries, because believe it or not, it is some countries that don't allow you to have a companion dog. It's outlawed. Now, I think India is one of them, because I got a lot of friends from India that always tell me, man, they wish they could have a dog. And I think in some places in Africa, it's outlawed. So this is a privilege right now to be able to have these girls with me, man, because I couldn't imagine now, before I didn't have a dog, but now I couldn't imagine living in a country that wouldn't allow me to have my girls. What? Man, that's rough. That is a rough one right there. But if you don't live in a place like that, don't talk about what you can't do. It's possible. It is very possible. All you got to do is believe first. And then you can watch the blessings roll in. Now, I got another comment I'm going to address, and we're going to go on to something else, but let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Tony says it's fun just posing this girl. You better than me. I'm not good at posing my girls, man. Like when they sitting down and stuff, like Sunita, she got her pen in her hand, she got her paper ready to take notes. I can do little things, but even to this day, when I look at Instagram, I be like, man, how these dudes doing this? I mean, they be having their girls contorted, legs contorted, and man, y'all just better than me in that regard. That's why I say, man, we all got talents in different areas. I'm not the greatest photographer. I'm not gonna say what I can't do. I'm just saying it's not my specialty. Posing the girls, I be out of breath just sitting them up, sometimes. So with all these hard poses, I don't know how the hell y'all do it, honestly. I talked to my friend Mark, and who always gives me advice, and he's a photographer, man, and look, he gives me advice, and I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, yeah, I got some good comments I want to talk about here. Oh yeah, I got a lot of good comments. Let me catch up, y'all. Ren X, it was hard to stand mine. Oh, okay, he says, oh, I took it back down. But he said it was hard to stand mine. I'll get the hang. Removable is understandable after I had to clean Alessandra. The thing is, how did you clean her? That process should be easier. Now, if you didn't use protection, I imagine that's a messier job. But if you use protection, then it shouldn't have been anything but lubrication in her. But let's just say you didn't use protection. I haven't done it, and so you went a little further than me. But you get you a squirt bottle. The first you get a little sponge on a stick, put a little antibacterial soap, wipe your girl's insides out a few times. Then I would get the syringe, squirt her out really good with some more soapy water. And then I would get the syringe with just the regular water, syringe her out until I see nothing but water. And after that, like I've told my other friends, man, walk away. Put a tampon in her. Put a tampon in her and walk away. Let that thing absorb. Let it do all that work on the inside. Or I've even had somebody say, I forgot, I think it was MGTOW, said he uses a napkin. But just to be on the safe side, $5 or $6, man, buy you some tampons. Stick you a tampon in there, walk away. I come back, stick my finger in there, and don't rush it. Shoot, I leave that tampon in there for about an hour or so. Come back. If a tampon can dry up all type of stuff out of a woman, believe me, it can dry up a little water. I put my finger in there, make sure it's dry, and if it ain't, I stick another one in there. After that, man, look, if you can go buy you a little fan if you want to, if you concerned after that. But after that, she should be good and dry on the inside. Tony says you should get one of those newer WM dolls. They have taken up the realism quite a bit in the last 3 years. Well, my WM doll, I just got her last year, Tony. So she is new. Now, she ain't one of these newer models with the articulated fingers which they just came out with. But here's the sad thing I got to tell you, Tony. I'm done with WM. I'm done with them for a while. Not because they're a bad doll. I'm moving on. I'm not going to have a house full of WM dolls. Look, I got 3 Kimber dolls, and I love Kimber doll, but I ain't getting no more than them. I got 1 WM doll. It would be nice to eventually get one of them WM dolls with articulated fingers, but it won't be for a long while if I ever do, because I plan on getting dolls from other brands at this point. I'm gonna have to live through you on that one, Tony. Ray says, I have a question. Do you celebrate a birthday for each one of them? And if you do, is their birthdays the day of the day of delivery? I put that up if I can. I've been having trouble doing this today for whatever reason. But Ray asked me, do I celebrate their birthday on their day? And Ray, I do. And the problem is I'm late for a birthday now, and y'all will probably be seeing it soon. Saima, as well as Asana's birthday, was January 11th. It's January 26th. It's going to be next month. And I still haven't celebrated their birthday officially because somebody came and I was doing something the week of their birthday. I was doing something I can't really talk about. So I was doing something all that week. And after that week, it was definitely cold. So I couldn't get out then. And then I had car trouble. And so now that leads me all the way up to this point where it's still cold as hell out there. But as you know, I don't even know how the hell I could get Saima out. So me and Saima will probably have to do a home celebration. Whereas her twin, Asana Moon, we'll probably get out and do an out celebration. So all of those things are coming up. But just to answer your question, I celebrate the day they were delivered. I had it on Facebook and social media different because I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But I celebrated the day they were delivered. Callie was delivered on December 21st. So every year, that'll be her birthday. Saima and Asna on January the 11th. And honestly, I don't know when this lady's birthday is. It's next month sometime. I think it's like the 26th of February or even March. It's one of those. It's one of those. And I say I got to look to make sure. But she was the last one to get her full body, Tsunade. So I celebrate the day they delivered. Now, I want to see what he says. Look, man, I ain't even got a chance to get to the last viewer comment because y'all got me working right now, which is cool. He said, learning a lot by tuning in. I had no clue about the boats. I need one without, if I can get one, as I have a pantyhose fetish and size couldn't cut it. Oh no, pantyhose will fit over the boats, my friend. Pantyhose fit over the standing boats. You can screw those boats in or out. So you can actually screw them in close to the foot. And my girls, they boats actually sticking out right now. I need to go get a Allen's wrench to screw their boats in a little bit deeper. But the thing is, pantyhose and all those things fit over the boats. You don't have to worry about that. And like I said, I would even prefer not to have the bolts because I have a foot fetish myself. But here's the deal. You don't want to find yourself in a position where you have to stand your girl up and you can't. Let me see. Wear the wrong color and get your ass paid. Oh, I gotta go back up. Okay. Oh, he's talking about what I said about Memphis. Yeah, Memphis is dangerous here. Ren X, I got jumped for candy. Let me see this. What Red X say? Red X say, I'm having trouble with my button today, y'all. He said, hey, take notes for me, girl. You got me, secretary? I'm depending on you. He said, I got jumped for candy in kindergarten in Memphis. It's a great spot, but like any city, if you want trouble or are naive, you can find it quick. Got kid in Memphis and surrounding cities. I got kin in Memphis and surrounding cities. You said it perfectly. It ain't like, I mean, Memphis can be worse than other places as far as violence is concerned, but it ain't like I walk out my house ducking a bullet every single time I'm walking out the house. Like you say, living in a city, you know where and where not to go. And so that's very important. If you're naive or ignorant and you don't know where to go, you end up in the wrong spot, yeah, you can end up in a very bad situation. But like I say, it's really what you make of it. It's really what you project out of yourself, the positivity that you project out of yourself. It's not always about where you are. It's about what you're projecting. But with that said, this is one of the more dangerous places you can live. Once again, let me scan. MGTOW said I live in San Diego. Man, I love San Diego. It's amazing, bro. Good place to live. I just clicked on somebody and I don't know what I clicked on. Oh, he said no space living with a boomer parent prevents you from buying more white foods. Don't worry about it, MGTOW. You'll have the space. Just stay positive. You got exactly what you need for the day. Austin says, I'm much of a, let me see what Austin says. Because Austin, you actually in a situation that I actually was aiming to be in, and I just ended up in the situation I'm in. But he said, I'm much more of a quality over quantity when it comes to anything in my life. So I wouldn't want more than $2 to $3. That being said, part of me does wonder if I should bring all of Team RWBY home. Look, here's the deal, Austin. Like I said, if I was just a normal, everyday dog owner, I didn't have any high purpose, I wasn't trying to do the show or nothing like that, I still think I would end up with about $6 or $7 because I just love this lifestyle so damn much. I love everything about it, man. I'm telling you guys, you know, I can't go to sleep or wake up without thinking about this. That's why I'm just so passionate about it. I'm going to go into all of that another time, but man, I just love this lifestyle so much. And you're going to always, I don't care who you are or what dog you get, you're always going to see another dog you want. But I think that I would probably stop. If I was a normal dog owner, I'd probably be about 6 or 7. And then I would replace them depending on wear and tear. That's what I would do. But originally, I planned on every dog I own to be completely different and a completely different brand. Maybe I'll tell the complete story of this Kimber dog thing in my future. I'm going to save it. I might make, you know what? I might make a video and set it to release in 5 years and let everybody really hear the story of my Kimber dog journey. Because I just, for whatever reason, I just want to keep that one private for a moment. But I do want it to come out at a certain time. But I plan on every dog being different. My brother knows this, but the Kimber dogs just ended up happening. I just say that. But I didn't shun it. Because these girls mean so much to me. They are amazing dogs. I can't lie. I'm very pleased with the dogs. I'm very pleased with them, and they've taught me so much. They've taught me so much, man. So, like you say, I was like Austin. I meant to have more of a variety of different brands in my life. Now he says he wants to stop at 3. I think I would have went to 7, at least 7, probably 10. So I still would have had a lot of dolls in my life, and I actually had the space right now. If I maximize my space and got a few repairs done in my house, which something I'm gonna talk about in the future too, I could have $20 here. I believe. I truly believe. As it stands, I wouldn't want to go over 10. In my current situation, but like you said, I could improve it to tweak that. Let me see. Tony says what? I thought only well endowed college yoga instructors could make a living on YouTube. Well, it's all about how you limit your mind, Tony. You can do anything you want to in this life, man. And the thing is, it starts in your mind. Believe me. Austin says 2022 is going to be me saving from all the dollar spending I did throughout 2021. You got to follow your mind, follow your heart, and do what's best for you. I'm still going through these comments, so it's because it's so many of them. So many of them, man, and they good. Oh, let's see. Aloha, Bianca Zombie says, aloha, dudes. Hey, Bianca Zombie. See, Ren said, I went in raw dog, knocked her up too. Now I'm on the hook. See, Ren? Look, I don't blame y'all, man, because I know some of y'all probably like, why would you wear protection? For one, I've always worn protection. But for two, it just makes sense to me. You know, I'm going to get the same pleasure, in my opinion, you know, that I've always gotten. And, you know, you put enough lubrication on, hey, it's going to be great. And it's going to just limit my cleanup. That's why I'm going to go with protection. Tony says he's check out San Huey if you want to go full silicone. San Huey makes a great doll. I'm going to definitely talk about them in the future. Blue Blast say JDKH, good to see you. What up, Blue Blast? Good to see you, bro. Blue Blast, I'm glad you asked. And that's my bad. I've been reading comments forever. The subject of today was, my God, I done drew a blank, man, reading all them damn comments. But the subject of today was customizing your girl, customizing your dog. And earlier today, I was giving my opinion on all the customizations that I would make if I was going through the customization list on Sexy Real Sex Dolls. It's just a site that I suggested to a viewer to go look at, to check out the customizations, because they have some of the best customizations out of any vendor. Now, it's a lot of other great vendors out there. They are close to the top of the list at all times, but they're not always number one. There's other vendors you can go to, but they are damn near number one for customizing your girl. And so I went through all the customization lists and gave my opinion, Blue Blast. So you can go back and look at this string and see my opinion on all the different customization options. But as I told him, when it comes down to customizing your girl, it really comes down to, what do you like in a woman? What do you want your initial girl to look like, especially if it's your first girl? It's going to come down to what you like. But I did emphasize a few things. One of them is, even if you have a foot fetish like me, you probably still need to get standing feet. Another thing is, don't do like me, because Saima's still mad at me. I didn't get color on her nipples or vagina. And let me tell you something. It adds to the realism. Every day I still think like, man, what was I thinking? I should have got color on her nipples and vagina. Another thing I didn't get was body coloring. Now, I don't think that's mandatory, but seeing as how I treat my girls, I don't put a lot of high mileage on them. I'm not having a lot of sex with them or doing anything like that. Man, that body coloring would have lasted a long time on my girls. If you working your girls in overdrive with a whole bunch of sex and you washing them all the time, I wouldn't suggest the body paint, because I've heard that it comes off fairly quickly. But I think those are from people reporting that have had a lot of sex with their girls. So those are just some of the few options that I think that are super important. And also eyes. If you ain't sure about the eyes, you better get a second set just to make sure, because with your eyes, you're gonna be looking at your girl's eyes damn near, well, not damn near, 100% of the time, and that's gonna be one of the things that really bring her alive. So those are things to hit on. But I say all of it's important. All of it's important. Now, man, there's so many great comments. I'm gonna get back to this viewer comment that I had that I want to finish out my viewer comments on one of my videos. It was from Michael. No, not Michael. I already talked about Michael, who said he wanted a ham, and I told him, hey, you can have one. Just speak positive over your life. But the last thing I want to speak about my channel is a dude named Khad 187, KHAD 187 says he's seen all of my videos. Man, I want to tell you, Khad, I'm proud of you. Man, he said he finally caught up. And since I started doing a video every single day, excuse me, hold on, guys. Since I started doing a video every single day, I just looked at my library. Man, I got a lot of damn videos. So if he caught up, I just want to say kudos. I appreciate you, man. One day in the future, when I come into Overflow and, you know, I'm doing well, I got to find out a way to reward my viewers like Khad, who said that and watched every video. I got to, or, you know, maybe I have a giveaway one day when I have some merchandise or something like that. But I definitely want to reward people, man, who done caught all the way up. So I appreciate you on that. But this is a very key thing. If you watch the history of my channel, when I got my first Kimber doll, her feet was damaged. Her head was, in my opinion, stolen. So he told me that he believes Kimber doll has done an upgrade since that whole incident. Well, when I was talking to Kimber doll, they had already assured me that they had done things on their part to ensure a safer delivery and a better box. Now, I didn't know exactly what they had done when they told me that. I just thought they probably put some extra foam in and things of that nature, because it wasn't their fault. It was the people who were carrying their product that damaged their product. And I don't care. You can use the best carrier in the world. It all boils down to the worker that's representing that company. So it's not necessarily bad on the company, but it looks bad on the company. It could be just one person not doing their job. But the report said that Kimber doll has added wood in the front and the bottom of their box on both sides, I guess where the head and the feet are, to prevent any of the feet busting out or somebody stealing the heads like what happened to me. And he said, man, I think what you did affected it. Well, you know what? They said that it affected it, and I'm glad that it affected it, because now that lets me know that more Kimber dolls will be delivered safely to their owners. And that's what we want, some safe and great doll deliveries. So, man, look, it's one other comment that I want to address from my guy Darth Blink. He brought up a good thing. And Tony, you can speak on this, maybe, I'm not sure. But he was asking me about the WM doll new heating system. He was asking me about that. So I had heard that they were coming out with this heating system a while back, but I hadn't heard a lot about it. So with all that said, we'll do a brief talk about that right quick. So the heating system supposedly heats up the body. It was marketed as heating up the whole body and things of that nature. But I ended up doing a little research on it, and I found a guy who said he actually tested it. Now, you know me, guys. I don't like reporting on things that I haven't put my hand on. But when I do report on things I haven't put my hand on, I let you know what the hell. I let you know that ahead of time. But on this WM doll heating system, it sounds a bit troublesome, in my opinion. As a matter of fact, the heading of this says you will get ripped off and let you. No. The heading says WM doll heating system review in 4 points. It says not impressed. First of all, it says it's totally unaesthetic, meaning it doesn't look good. the dial outlet is on the side of the body. And the guy said he thought it would be on the neck or hidden somewhere, but it's right on the side. And it's honestly like on the side, like right up under her breast, up under the armpit. I don't like that placement either for a plug. Then it says, the second thing is, they confirmed that the system breaks easily. Wow, Sex Doll Shop confirmed that the system breaks easily. It says until now, they've refunded 50% of their customers that bought that system. That's crazy. They say they're still offering the WM Doll heating system option. However, they have put a warning on the website and they don't recommend it. As the customer is king, they still can decide, but at least with a warning issued by the supplier, they know what they are risking by buying that option. Man, that don't sound good. With 50%, now I don't know what they've done since this article came out, but with a 50% fail rate, I wouldn't go nowhere near that. Thirdly, they say when the system works, it does not work adequately. I said that word wrong. It does not work adequately. First off, the dog takes 2 hours to get to the right temperature. That really wouldn't bother me. You know, it really wouldn't bother me. If I was planning on having sex with my dog and I knew I was going to have sex with her, you know, and I knew I wanted to heat her up, I just sit her down ahead of time and go do something else, watch TVs. But he says it takes 2 hours to get to the right temperature. Of course, they could not put a powerful heating system in the dog because of the fire risk. He said 2 hours to warm the dog is a bit long, but he may just be being difficult to please. I understand that 2 hours is a long time, but I understand they can't have you burning up your house either. Next, he goes on to say, the heating system does not heat all important parts of the dog. That's troublesome. That's what the hell you buying the heating system for. He said, I did the complete test. Here are the results. The arms heat up, the thighs don't heat up, the tummy heats up, the breast don't heat up, the butt don't heat up, the vagina don't heat up, the butthole don't heat up. What's the use of the heating system? And he goes on to say, the system does not seem to be built to warm her butt or vagina. As for the mouth, it's understandable because the head, you know, has a screw on. So, you know, he knows the mouth can't be heated. So with all that said, that's pretty much that on that as far as his review over the WM Doll heating system. And let me tell you something, that don't sound good. That don't sound good at all. And I try to put a link to this article in this video once I'm done with it. But it's from Sex Dolls Reviews. And they usually have some pretty good reviews, man. So just to let you know, Dolls Blend, that's the report on the WM Doll heating system. It does not sound good. And my opinion before I read that article was going to be, I'm not really with the heating systems. I haven't heard anything great about any of them anyway. I haven't heard the vaginal heaters are terrible. And I know some people put electric blankets on their girl. Me, I got an electric blanket, you know, because I thought I was going to be having sex with my girls and things of that nature. But like I told you guys in a video a long time ago with Callie, the first sexual contact I had with her, just so you ain't mistaken, we've never had sex. But if you look at the video, you'll understand what happened. We got to grinding and getting a little frisky. And one of the things I said in that video was, man, Callie's body was warm as hell. It was warm as hell without the electric blanket. And I actually had a little wrestling match with Saima. I still have yet to talk about. And her body got warmer. So honestly, I haven't even needed the electric blanket. I don't even know if I'd use it if I decided to have sex. That's for one. But for two, it seems like that's all you need if you did want something. I wouldn't go with this old internal heating system. I'd be scared I'd melt my damn girl anyway. And then if I buy a heating system and it's heating up everything but the vagina, well, what the hell am I doing? So, answer your question, bro, you might want to avoid that. You may want to avoid that. Okay, that was looking for. So let me get these comments right quick. And I got something else I may want to talk about, but we'll see after I check these comments whether we'll get to that or not. Okay. He said, I remember I'm still looking. I ain't trying to be. He said, if I was you, I'd check San Huey. Okay, I already passed that. MGTOW said, I have my own place sooner or later. I hope. Yeah, you will, MGTOW. You ain't got to hope. It's coming. It's going to come right when you need it. Hey, Tony said people might try to bust the cap in Cali here in Memphis, I guess. Yeah, you're right, man. It's something to consider, but I try not to even think about it. I don't want to bring negativity my way. MGTOW said, I can't stop sniffing and kissing my Nep chain. Hey, I be tripping off you, hey, MGTOW. Hey, look, enjoy her, bro. You got to enjoy her, man. With the customized automated head. She beautiful. Tiger said, dog fever is real. You damn right it's real. My guy say, what do you say? He said they better not bust a cap in Cali. You damn right. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, it went down too far. Okay, that's the comment I want to find. He said, they better not bust a cap in Cali. I ain't finna lie. I promise you, my computer just acting crazy. I don't know whether it's because it's cold or not, man. He said they better not bust a cap in Cali. I ain't finna lie. I would be sad. She was the first doll I saw and have had the fetish ever since. Nah, that ain't gonna hurt Cali, man. Hey, look, Cali ain't going, man. She ain't going. You ain't got nothing to worry about, right? You ain't got nothing to worry about. George says you live with your dog a long time. You have a good experience, good personality with your dog. That's true. I know. He said, I know your dream is to have the Dog King mansion one day. How do you envision that looking like? How would you get there? I'm gonna put that up, man. That's a good question. That's a great question. I'm gonna read it again. I know your dream is to have the Dog King mansion one day. How do you envision that looking like? How will you get there? The truth is, it's not really my dream. It's not really my dream. It's a part of my dream. It's an eventuality of my dream. The truth of the matter is, this is the Dog King mansion. It has not been customized to my liking at this point. I'm gonna tell you why it's the Dog King mansion. It's what I need for today. God has provided me with what I need for today. Now, I would love to upgrade this and make this whole house more dog and cat accessible. You know, I want to change it from a house to being a dog house, so to speak. And honestly, I can't share all my visions because, you know, I want them all to be a surprise when you see them one day, because I believe you will see my vision one day. So my true dream, man, is to do what I'm doing, helping you guys, helping anybody that needs help with their dog. You know, another part of my dream that wasn't at first but is now is breaking this stigma out here. Another part of my dream is helping these handicapped people that don't have access to dogs find access to dogs. So I got so many layers to this dream. But as far as the Dog King mansion is concerned, it'll only become a mansion when God blesses me to have so many dogs to where this house begins to get too small, to where even if I expand onto the house, it's too small. Then the true evolution of the Dog King mansion you're talking about, that's when it will come to fruition. How will I get there? I have no idea. Like Tony the Tiger has sort of said before, he was like, man, basically, he was like, man, how you ever gonna be successful on YouTube? How you gonna make a living? Look, That ain't for me to figure out. You know, it's for me to figure out, following my dream. And my dream is to be here with you guys, talking about this subject every day the rest of my life. My dream is to amass dolls and learn as much about them so I can help people after you guys and after them, help them find their dolls and help them get educated on every aspect of all the dolls that's out here. Now, how I'm going to get there? I have no idea in hell. I have no idea in hell how I'm going to make a living doing any of this. I have no idea in hell how the Dog King Mansion going to get here. What I do got is belief. And what happened to me is I can't hear everything that's in you guys' spirit. I can't hear nothing in y'all's spirit. I can only hear in my spirit. And God told me a while back it was going to happen. And my only job is to believe it and keep following my dream. I can't worry about how it's going to happen. That's the long answer. I don't know, but I know it's going to happen. And like you said, all that type of stuff will happen as needed, you know, because I don't pray for nothing out of my, you know, if I don't need it, God ain't going to provide it to me. But I do pray for overflow because I want to help people. I ultimately want to help people in a lot of different ways. Mr. says, does anyone know if cigarette, weed, campfire, cooking smoke can interact badly with dolls over time? Is there a procedure to offset that? Does it affect silicone less? I don't know about the silicone thing, but I would assume that would, Mr. says that I would assume the silicone would be affected less because silicone is not a porous material. And TPE is a porous material, meaning things can get absorbed into TPE. I would say this. I don't think the casual smoking around your girl is going to affect her much. Now, unless you got her sitting right in front of a campfire with smoke just directly hitting her, I don't think that's going to affect her much. But to answer your question, as far as cleaning, I've had some people that say they don't clean their dog like this, but most people I talk to do deep cleaning just like I do, which is applying a light coat of baby oil. And you know, I rub that into the girl, and then I get napkins and immediately wipe it off. And that usually does a deep cleaning on your girl. Man, if you do that, you shouldn't be worried about any smoke or anything like that. And I do that with my girls a couple of times. I mean, like every couple of months, I give them a deep cleaning. With Callie, I almost wipe her down every month because I use her so much. I have her outside so much, in the element so much. TPE and heat don't get along. You sure right about that. Right, MGTOW said he talking about the heating element in the WM dog. He said, he's talking about the heating rod. He say it doesn't heat her up and it takes forever. That's what I heard about those heating rods. And the worst part about those heating rods, I've heard people damaging their dogs from those heating rods. Tony the Tiger said body heat will heat your girl. I think you're right, Tony. Man, once you get to wrestling with her for a few minutes, believe me, just lay on your girl for about 5 minutes. Believe me, she ain't finna be cold no more. And like I said, I don't even lay on my girls. I just like to say I embrace them sometimes. And I reach over like, man, her arm warm. Let's go with Sean. Oh, Tony Tiger, my girl's feet sort of fixed now, but I still will check that video out. He says it's a video that shows how to fix scuffed feet. Well, what really happened? They sort of my girl's feet was more dirty than actually scuffed. It was more. It has like some oil looking dirt on it, and then one of the toes it still got like a little small slight cut on it, but it looked like a scar. And so I actually like it. It sort of added a little character, but I'm gonna look for that video. Now, what did he say? He also says Ruben Allen came with a heating rod. He threw it out. I'm telling you, bro. Everybody say them heating elements ain't worth a damn. That's from what I heard. MGTOW said his heat elements broke down right away. Tony the Tiger said, you leave your girl plugged in, come on to a pool of TPE. That's exactly what you would do. I'm just gonna keep reading these. I may hit this last subject, but I may just save it for another time, guys. I may just save it for another time. I'll let y'all chime in and let me know if y'all want me to hit this next subject or not. But for the meantime, I'm finna. It looked like these comments then bleeped out. There they go. There they go. I couldn't see them for a second. Mitchell said he got 3 heating rods and all of them stopped. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh man, it looked like I got a donation, and I didn't even see it. I'm telling you, man, my computer just acting crazy today. I know next time before I do this stream, I'm gonna have to Buddy! Bud P came through, baby. Appreciate you, Bud P. If it'll ever click on you, man. It won't let me click on you. I don't know why the stream going slow on me, man. I'm trying to catch up with y'all. Cause if not, I'm just gonna go and move on. But I gotta find my boy Bud P who donated to me right quick. Because I gotta recognize that. Once again, y'all, if y'all ever think about donating to me, you can go on my YouTube channel. I got a PayPal link and I got a Cash App link. And if not, you can do like Bud P did and send me something when I'm live, man. But I appreciate anybody. It's appreciated. Not required, baby. I definitely appreciate you because you're helping me live. Ren says, I think campaign dollars are real good for anyone who wants company or relations. Helps boost esteem, learn love making to an extent, and how to take care of. Exactly. There you go, Bud P. Finally found you, man. Dang. I couldn't get it up there. There you go, Bud P. There you go. Finally. I agree with you, Ren. They definitely boost self-esteem and they help you learn love making to an extent. You still need a human woman eventually to learn all the tricks, but you can't get him, like I say, familiar with the human anatomy. Bud P, praise Cobra's magic. Hey, I love this guy, man. I appreciate you, Bud P. Once again, these donations ain't just donations. Tony the Tiger was like, man, how you gonna survive? How you gonna make it, man? You know what? Not just off donations, but that's the type of stuff that's keeping me alive. And you know what? I got God on my side. With him with me, no man can stand against me. But let me tell you something. Whenever somebody donate, it do give me more hope. It do give me more belief. It do add on to say, man, guess what? I can make it, man. Doing what I dream. And like I say, that's why I always encourage y'all, man. Do what y'all dream. Do what y'all love. But Tony says, imagine how Noah felt when God told him what? To build an ark in the desert. Right. You're right. That was a big step out on faith right there, man, when he had to do that. I'm going to catch up with these comments again, but you know what I'm going to do? Since these comments starting, because it's something. Oh, no, Bud P. Cut it with your waifu. He says, cut it with your waifu for a while and you'll be good to go. I got to go back to Bud. Man, Bud P. Man, I love you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Big dog, he done came through with another one. My computer's so slow this morning that I'm getting this stuff late, man. And it won't let me do what I'm trying to do. Because right now I'm trying to. There we go. He says, the age of goth dog smells good. That of age goth dog, I don't know what you mean by that, Bud P, but I'm leaving it up there because you donated. Got to delete all CP dog. What I don't know what he talking about. Yeah, my stream definitely behind. Well, now it ain't that my stream behind. Hey, look, it's definitely behind because it won't let me see y'all comments when y'all putting them out. So, guys, I do need to see a comment. I tell you what, I got time. I'm finna hit it up. We're gonna close out with this subject, y'all. As y'all know, last time we talked about a dog that I was very interested in. It was Starbury dog. I really love where that company is going. And I'm going to be featuring the company, maybe not every show, but to close this show out, I wanted to talk about another company that I'm very interested in. Now, I don't think that they have, I don't know if they've made the jump that Starbury Dog has. Because for me, Starbury Dog has made a very big jump in a short time. But I am very impressed with this company. And the company that I'm going to bring up now is Zelex Dogs. I love what they're doing. And let me tell you, one of the things that drew me into them is I ended up seeing a review on Zelex Dog. And the coloration on the vagina was so amazing to me. I damn near wanted to buy one off the bat. Now, one thing that I was a bit turned off from was at the time they weren't offering articulated fingers. And those dogs are pretty pricey now that I've actually done some research. They have a nice little price tag on them. Because once again, I've told you, I want the full silicone variety. Their TPE dogs do not look as good. So if you were to go on, just before you go to a vendor, you can just go to Zelex Dog. Just go to their personal site. Then you can go to a vendor. I ain't saying buy it off Zelex Dog, but you can just go visit Zelex Dog. If you go visit Zelex Dog and you spell it Zelex, you can go to their silicone section. They have an amazing section of silicone dolls. They are beautiful. From what I've heard, I think their 170 centimeter doll has articulated fingers. That doll is too tall for me. I like short women. For me, I don't want a doll over 156 centimeters going forward for right now. You know, that's just me. But they have come out with some beautiful dolls, man. And let me just bring them up. I'm going to share with you guys for a second, but I've already looked for some Zelex dolls with clothing on, and I wasn't that impressed with the pictures that I was able to pull up. But I will say this. Their dolls, their silicone section is amazing. And I wish that I could show that to you. They have some explicit photos, so I can't show you that right now. But I will do a share in just a second. But I want to find a girl that I want to tell you guys to look for if you go to their site, because it's a new doll they just came out with, a couple of new ones, and they look amazing. I actually pulled them up and show you guys. I might be able to. Okay, let me see. I may be able to show you one of them. Just bear with me for a second here while this slow computer. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Now this girl here, fine. Okay, yeah, I'll show you her because she's a new girl. And I think I can get a picture that's not going to show her in a bad light. And if I can, it'll be good to go. I do got a complaint about these dogs, and that is, for me, they are sort of a new dog company out here, and I'm looking at their silicone dogs, and that price tag. Okay, yeah, the doll I want you guys to look at, her name is Carmen. She's a 170 centimeter. Once again, I don't want 170 centimeter, but she is an amazing doll that Zelex has made. Her face is amazing. And like I said, they make some great bodies with great detail. But their full silicone doll is starting out at $35.99 on their personal site. Once I get to $35.99, I think I will go into another direction first. That's my only thing about Zellex doll. I think I'll go into another direction first. Once I get to $35.99, if I didn't have a real doll, I'd probably go ahead and invest and get my real doll. But putting that aside, I would probably go to, and we'll talk about these doll companies in the future. I would probably go to Guy Nord first, or I'd probably go to get my DS doll first, because they are in that price range as well. But to hell with the price range, it's just a good doll. Zellex is a good looking doll. I'm not telling you to run out there and buy a Zellex doll, guys. I haven't touched one. I've seen the review. The review looks good, but I haven't touched it. If you get it, you can try it on your own. But I'm telling you, it's something you can consider. But for now, man, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to try to stream this before we get the hell out of here. And not stream it, but I just want to show you guys a couple of pictures. But P, I'm going to take your little donation down for 2 seconds so I can show y'all guys the full picture. Because I noticed in my other streams, I was leaving the comment up trying to show y'all to share. We're going to share it now. And I just want to show y'all. Now, what I'm going to show y'all is a few pictures of these Zellex dolls with actual clothes on them. So they're going to have clothes on them. And they're not going to be as beautiful as the Starbury dolls that I was showing you. I'm just going to let you know that right now. They ain't quite as good in the clothing as the Starbury dolls were. But let me tell you, if you could go on their site to to Zellex doll and go to their, like I told you, go to their silicone selection. They is not anything to write home about. But that silicone doll selection is nice as hell. You'd have to see it to believe. So we putting up this right now. I'm waiting right along with you guys. According to my streams, y'all will probably see it before me here. So listen, all aren't Zellex. So picture of one I see right there. And this one is nice vendor. But everything I've read about them out there. I told her to do. Next time I'm going to try to get my alteration, man, better, because it's not. There we go. Girls, they coming. They coming. They come. Oh, I like that one, y'all. Nice one. I saw her on the. I really want to wait and see if Carmen pop. That I want to show you. and she gonna be popping up down low. I already know. But once again, man, during a review I saw, I had new articulated fans. Like I said, the color of vagina and they had the kneecap on the dog. It looks big fan of this company. I'm having a little trouble, and I hope you guys even see anything right now. Horse though, show you that picture. I want to advise you right now. I definitely ain't gonna advise you to do that. I ain't saying don't. I'm just saying I'm gonna advise you to do it yet, only because I don't know everything about them other than they look good. And it's crazy because they just got added to Sexy Real Sex Doll site recently. So I know they definitely moving on up in the world as far as legitimacy, because they got added to Sexy Real Sex Doll site probably about 2 months ago. And whenever stuff like that happen, they let me know, yeah, they moving on up in the world. And if you go to Sexy Real Sex Dolls, you probably go to their site, or not just them, any other site, because I saw them on Doll to China. You can find cheaper prices. Now, what I like about Doll to China was, and I'm gonna go back to Bud P's donation. What I liked about Doll to China was a lot of their prices look a lot cheaper. I heard they got great customer service and all of that. The only difference is they have a little bit less customization options. For the most part, you can still customize your girl and get a pretty much what you want to get on your girl with all of these places. It's just that Sexy Real Sex Dolls has extra customizations in most cases. And a lot of times, remember this, if you ever did use Sexy Real Sex Dolls, you can actually call them or email them and ask for customizations you don't see. Just depending on what you're asking for. And once again, this ain't me selling them. I'm just talking about them because this whole subject of this video, once again, if you just tuning in, was customizing your girl, getting her right before she get home. And out of all the vendors, Sexy Real Sex Dolls, if you do a search, they're probably the best vendor for customizing your girl. Now, the only time they're not the best is when they don't carry the brand that you're looking for. So if they don't carry the brand you're looking for, which is a few brands they don't carry, so that's when you're gonna have to go somewhere else. But Doll to China actually carries the same doll that they got. I promise you, I like the customizations of Sexy Real Sex Doll, and I always say, hey, if you go to them, use my link, use my affiliate link. But guess what? If you can go to Doll to China or somewhere else and get that doll cheaper, even if you got to settle for one less customization, if it's a customization you don't feel like you have to have, then go where it's cheaper at. And like I told you, hey, I'm not the salesman guy. I'm going to always point you in the right direction. But if you ever were to go to Sexy Real Sex Dolls, I would love you to use my link. But guess what? If you just said, FUJ, I want to get a doll, and I don't want you to get a damn penny, you more than welcome to go there on your own as well. Because like I say, I don't endorse people for the money or to get nothing for. I endorse them because they are really good. And let me tell you something. I ain't finna say they're the best vendor in the universe, but they're a very good vendor. They talked to me from day one to day end, and they had all the customizations, and they delivered on everything they promised me. And I talked to some a viewer. I think my guy Ed said he just got a doll from them, and he said he got treated the right way. So that's good. Hey Van, what up to you, bro? Good to see you, my friend. Tony said, "Real Love Sex Dolls has done me right, and then some." You know what? I read about them, Tony, and you know what? I plan on talking about them one day. Like I say, I plan on just stick with me, guys. Hey, it's a long ride. This ain't no quick ride. This ain't gonna be no ride just over with next week. I plan on breaking down a lot of these different sites, a lot of these different vendors, a lot of these different brands, You know, as I get brands, as I deal with brands, as I deal with vendors, we're going to break them all down. But I did hear some good things about Real Love Sex Dolls. If that's the one I'm thinking of. If that's the one I'm thinking of, I heard some good things about them. And like I say, I've heard good things about a lot of them, you know. Too many for me to go on about right now. But I'll say this, today's show, once again, was about customizing your girl. I hope everybody learned a lot from this, as far as just how to approach mentally customizing your girl, how to think about it. Basically, put yourself in a frame of mind. What do you want to see on a daily basis? But remember, coloring her nipples, coloring her vagina. Look, don't take it for granted. Don't choose the nude option. Bring her to life. Put some color on those private parts. Think about getting the body coloring if you're not going to have sex with her 24/7. You're going to have a lot of sex. I've heard that it may not be worth it. Eye coloring is very important. You're going to be gazing in those eyes all the time. So that's very, very important. A wig is important as well. Hey, short is easy to deal with, but you always need a long one in the arsenal. Standing feet. Standing feet. Guess what? I feel like you always going to need to stand them up at some point in time, even if you got a foot fetish like me. I'd say get it, but I understand if you don't. I understand if you don't. So with all that said, man, been a hell of a stream. I've enjoyed being with you guys today. Bud P gave me 2 donations, $4.99, $1.99. It's appreciated. Not obligation, but everything you donate helps me survive, helps me keep doing this on a day-to-day basis. Like I said, you can always go to my PayPal, go to my Cash app. I have links to both of them on my YouTube in the About section. I have a P.O. box. If anybody wants to send me something, please let me know so I can go check that P.O. box. And you feel free to send me anything as long as it ain't dangerous. So I'm going to check these questions. Other than that, we getting the hell out of here in a second. Tony the Tiger said he just ordered their exclusive Peyton doll. Never seen it, never heard of it, but you're going to make me go check her out. He said, in my humble opinion, she's the most realistic doll on the market right now. So I want to check her out, see what she looks like. Once again, thank you, Dr. Mittal. I appreciate you. Thank you, Blue Blast. I appreciate all of y'all, man. For right now, though, me, J. King Hefner, hey, the beautiful Secretary Tsunade Star and the beautiful Cali Sun, we finna get out of here. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's been a great discussion. If you have never subscribed or are not subscribed, I love you to subscribe. The girls will love you to subscribe and hit your notifications. But until next time, and keep in mind, if I see anything that's too important or too long-winded for me to answer during the week, you can always check back here on the Dog King Power Hour. So until next time, me and the girls, we are out of here. So stay tuned for this closing, y'all. I'm a little raggedy here. Oh, where is it at? Oh, there it is. See y'all. Hey, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, J. King Hefner, the beautiful Secretary Tsunade Star, and the beautiful Cali Sun still asleep. And we coming back at you guys with another episode of the Dog King Power Hour. And the title of today's show is Customizing Your Girl. Customizing Your Girl. What do I mean by that? We'll get to that right about now.